So, hello everyone, and guys, welcome to your another important session with regards to government schemes here. I hope you are doing good. So, guys, recently we have concluded the two very important sections of schemes, that is the all important pension schemes where I talked about Atal Pension Yojana, National Pension System, Unified Pension System. Then we've talked about Shram Yogi Mandhan, Kisan Mandhan Yojana. Then we came to two important insurance schemes, that is the Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana and Suraksha Bima Yojana. I hope you have watched all those videos. Okay, and if you have not watched those videos, guys, I would recommend you to watch those videos also with regards to your government schemes preparation. Now, coming to today's scheme, it's a very important scheme which has recently been unveiled by the government of India, that is NPS Vatsalya scheme. So we've talked about NPS scheme earlier on. Okay, it is NPS Vatsalya, which means the scheme of NPS for the children's Vatsalya, बच्चों के लिए scheme जो है गवर्नमेंट ने unveil कर दी है, that is the NPS Vatsalya scheme. Again, when we begin the scheme or when we begin to understand the scheme, the first and the foremost thing is understanding it with the form of a story here. So let's talk about the story that I have with you with regards to NPS Vatsalya today, guys. This is a family, okay, and these parents are taking about the future of the children. They're talking about the future of the children. They said, sir, now they are discussing about, we have enrolled under the NPS scheme, but we want to secure them. We talk about, sir, how to invest in NPS Vatsalya. But he first of all asks us that NPS Vatsalya क्या है? What is NPS Vatsalya? First question she was asking to her. Then he asked the age of our child, because it is for the children. So what should be the age of my child when I have to enroll under the scheme? Then second point is, because it is minors, children will always be minors, who will be investing hash मैनेजिंग द अकाउंट. कॉमन क्वेश्चन है यार, अगर मेरे को अपने बच्चे के लिए कुछ निकाल तो भाई इन्वेस्ट कौन करेगा, मैनेज कौन करेगा. उन्होंने ये भी पूछा. मिनिमम अमाउंट ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट एंड मैक्सिमम अमाउंट ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट, ये भी पूछा गया. व्हाट इज द मिनिमम अमाउंट ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट आई हैव टू डू, व्हाट इज द मैक्सिमम अमाउंट ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट आई शुड डू हियर. ओके, देन फोर्थ क्वेश्चन इज आफ्टर 18 years, because then the children will be major. Now what will happen here? Will this scheme be closed? Will this scheme be transferred? That is a question. After 18 years क्या करेंगे? अब इन्होंने एक क्वेश्चन और पूछा कि ये तो बेसिक क्वेश्चन है. अब इन्होंने पूछा, his father asked, कि आपने ये तो पूछा how to invest here, but what is the type of investment I have? Again ask a question. The type of investment where a person can invest. That's again a question, na? That will be coming into your mind. कि sir NPS में invest करना है. NPS में we have different sort of life cycles. First of all, who is investing, where he will be investing, that is also something to be remembered here, to be known for the students. ये वाला part भी हो गया, है ना? तो अब इसी questions को लेके, all these questions, please look at these questions, grasp them, take them into your mind and understand the case study now, because ये questions इनके mind में है. अब इन्हीं questions को finance minister ने resolve किया in her union budget when she announced this NPS Vatsalya scheme. And recently the scheme has been officially launched. That's in the month of September. It came into force under the Ministry of Finance here. Now first thing, it's about NPS. NPS was managed by which organization? PFRDA. So same organization is managing the NPS Vatsalya scheme also, Pension Fund Regulatory Development Authority of India. The question was about the age of the children. What is the eligibility age? It says children up to 18 years of age, all minor citizens up to 18 years of age, which means children up to 18 years of age are eligible to open an account. They are eligible to open an account. Then the person is who is managing them, who is managing the investment, who is managing the account till the age of 18 years. That is guardian till they reach adulthood. Adulthood means after 18 years of age. Guardian will be managing. अब एक क्वेश्चन और आ गया कि आपने एनपीएस की बात की, एनपीएस में क्या इशू होता है, परमानेंट रिटायरमेंट अकाउंट नंबर, प्राण, आई टोल्ड यू प्राण निकल जाएंगे, तो प्राण की तो बात कर रहे हो आप, परमानेंट रिटायरमेंट अकाउंट नंबर. नाउ who will be issued the PRAN number? That's again a question coming into my mind ना. PRAN किसको इशू कर देगी गवर्नमेंट? माइनर को. कैसे कर देगी? कि गार्डन को इशू करेगी, या फिर गार्डन का PRAN इसके साथ रिलेट किया जाएगा. तो क्या करेगी गवर्नमेंट यहाँ पे? पॉज एंड थॉट, क्या करेगी? गवर्नमेंट ने बोला PRAN जो है वो इन द नेम ऑफ द बेनिफिशियरी विल बी इशूड. और बेनिफिशियरी यहाँ पे कौन है? दैट इज द माइनर हियर. उन्हीं के नेम पे ही आपका PRAN जो है वो ओपन किया जाएगा, and the registration could be done in the form of point of presence here through the ENPS PFRD website or in the form of any bank, major bank accounts. These can be opened. Okay, so they will have their own permanent retirement account number. Now when you're going to the bank, obviously you're talking about minors, so basics हमें बताया कौन से documents required होंगे. For minor it will be the date of birth, okay जी, or it could be the बर्थ सर्टिफिकेट, मैट्रिकुलेशन, स्कूल लिविंग सर्टिफिकेट, पैन, तो पैन, पासपोर्ट जो भी है उनका वो लगेगा. फिर आता है केवाईसी ऑफ द गार्डियन, बिकॉज इट इज गोइंग टू बी मैनेज्ड बाय द गार्डियन. सो केवाईसी ऑफ द गार्डियन इज रिक्वायर्ड, जहां पे उनका आधार कार्ड, उनका पैन कार्ड वो यहाँ पे लगेगा. ठीक है जी, पैन कार्ड लगेगा. देखो परमानेंट अकाउंट नंबर. नाउ फॉर द एनआरई पर्पस ऑल्सो, फॉर द एनआरई और एनआरओ अगेन दे आर एलिजिबल. एनआरई एनआरओ, अगर आपके फादर या गार्डियन एनआरई हैं और बच्चे का भी एनआरई अकाउंट खोला है, तो ऑब्वियसली एनआरई इज इंपॉर्टेंट, दैट समथिंग इज इंपॉर्टेंट. देन ओवरसीज सिटीजन ऑफ इंडिया, दे आर अगेन इंपॉर्टेंट. सो ओसीआईस एंड एनआरईज, दे आर आल्सो एलिजिबल अंडर दिस स्कीम. अ वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट, एनआरईज एंड ओसीआईस आर आल्सो एलिजिबल अंडर दिस स्पेसिफिक स्कीम हियर. नाउ लेट्स टॉक अबाउट फर्दर हियर. ठीक है, दे हैव आस्क्ड अ क्वेश्चन. सी लेट्स लुक एट द क्वेश्चन. मिनिमम ये हो गया, मैनेज हो गया. Amount of investment, minimum and maximum amount of investment they are going to ask. What is the minimum amount of investment? It said minimum amount of investment will be 1000 rupees, whereas there is no minimum amount in the normal NPS scheme. But for NPS Vatsalya, minimum amount is 1000 rupees, which is required to be opened, and there is no upper limit. There is no upper limit. Minimum limit is 1000, and it has to be continued with the minimum amount of 1000. Minimum 1000 contribution subsequently has to be made for the continuation of the scheme. Clear? मैंने आपको वहां पे बताया था, अगर नॉर्मल आप एनपीएस अकाउंट खोलते हो तो एनपीएस टीयर 2 के लिए कितना पैसा चाहिए होता है? टेल मी इन द कमेंट सेक्शन. We have discussed about NPS. It's a time for revision of NPS. NPS tier 1 account, how much minimum amount is required to open the account of tier 1 and how much minimum amount is required to open tier 2 account? Tell me quickly in the chat section as well as in the comment, sorry, in the comment section quickly tell me कितना चाहिए होता है. ठीक है जी. Now the question father was asking is about the investment purpose here, because in NPS also there are lot of investment cycles given here. We have not gone into that much detail, but यहाँ पे important क्यों है? Because this is a recently launched scheme and this is important for us to understand the life cycles or the where the person can invest. The first point is there are 3 options given here, which is in normal case in LPS also: default choice, auto choice, active choice. This is normally in case of NPS also this is given here. Default means, which is default. By default आप क्या चाहते हो? आप कहते हो 50-50. I would say I'm that kind of a person. I'm not able to judge whether I should invest in equity, whether I should invest in debt. Let's do with by default. By default 50-50 कर दो. तो यही गवर्नमेंट ने यहाँ पे कर दिया है. By default you will be going into the life cycle, moderate life cycle fund, that is LC50, where 50% will be invested in equity, 50% in debt here. Okay ji. Then comes the next part, auto choice. Here now the guardians have been given the option automatically you could go with any of the 3 cycle, LC75, LC50 or LC25. LC75 is known as aggressive cycle, which means 75% of the money can be invested in equity. Then is LC50, that is the moderate cycle, 50% debt, 50% equity. There must be some sort of persons or some sort of parents जिनका kind है हमें debt डूब्ड गोली मारो, हमें तो सबसे secured करना है. So there for them there is LC 25%, that is 25% equity, 75% debt is given. That is the third cycle. Okay, clear about this part? दोबारा बताता हूँ. 3 sort of cycles are there: LC 75, LC 50 and LC 25. LC 75, 75% can be invested in equity. 50 means 50% equity. 25 means 25% in equity. Remaining will be in debt. That is in terms of automatic choice. Automatically यहाँ पे मेरा पैसा लगा दीजिए with the help of fund managers. अब आता है I myself want to actively participate. That is known as active choice. The guardian himself or herself want to actively participate. So now for them, they have a control on the fund allocations here. But the point to be remembered here is how they could invest. They could invest only 75% in equity only. That is the point to be remembered. तो ये गवर्नमेंट की कंडीशन है कि आप 100% इक्विटी पे नहीं लगा सकते. Up to 75% ही can be invested in equity only. Then the further thing is corporate debts. So you could invest 100% in corporate debts. You could invest 100% in government securities. तो ये एक फंड्स आते हैं, यहां पे 100% इन्वेस्टमेंट है, एंड दे कुड इन्वेस्ट 5% इन asset diversification also in alternate assets. Now why I am explaining this thing in detail to you guys? You might be wondering कि सर क्या ये याद करना है, कौन पढ़ेगा 75, 100, 5%? This is important because this is a recently launched scheme. If you are going for an examination, these are important. नेक्स्ट ईयर भी क्योंकि अभी लॉन्च हुए तो चांसेस हैं इस पे क्वेश्चन आने के, बिकॉज दिस इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग. एंड व्हाई इट्स इंपॉर्टेंट? बिकॉज दिस ऑटो एक्टिव चॉइस इज नॉट मेजॉरिटी ऑफ थिंग टू रिमेंबर. Equity 75%, maximum 75% equity can be invested. Then these are debt markets, corporate debt, government securities, 100%. Alternate diversification, only 5% can be done here. This is how you could invest here. And if somebody of you are watching who have a small children and wants to invest in this scheme, I think this is how you could understand कि क्या क्या आप फीचर्स यहाँ पे यूज कर सकते. अब यहाँ पे ये हो गया, ठीक है जी. Now is the final question that they have asked is, the woman has asked is, what about 18 years of age? Will this scheme be closed? Answer to that is no. This scheme will not be closed. What will happen after 18 years of age? This NPS Vatsalya account or this NPS Vatsalya scheme has now been transferred to the normal NPS scheme, and this account will now be converted into the NPS Tier 1 account. Okay? It will now be converted into the NPS Tier 1 all citizen model account with all the benefits and all the features of the NPS Tier 1 account will be applied here. मतलब स्कीम बंद नहीं है, आपका अकाउंट अब ट्रांसफर हो गया. जैसे हम नॉर्मल बैंक अकाउंट खुलवाते हैं तो क्या होता है, माइनर से मेजर अकाउंट हो जाता है. पहले माइनर अकाउंट खोलते हैं, देन व्हेन वी टर्न 18 years of age it turns into a major account. We get an updation on that. अपग्रेड हो जाता है वो चीज. यहाँ पे भी ये हो गया अपग्रेड, माइनर टू टीयर 1 ऑल सिटीजन मॉडल. नाउ the next important thing, when you turn 18 years of age, how come the bank came to know that you have turned 18 years of age? कैसे पता चलेगा? PFRDO कैसे पता चलेगा? It will be the responsibility of the guardian and the beneficiary here. So with the minor turns 18 years of age, within 3 months, the KYC has to be updated. Okay, so KYC must be completed within 3 months, and then that account will be transferred to the Tier 1 all citizen model account here. So that is what is known as a long term saving scheme. कि पहले आपने उनकी पेंशन की तो बात कर रहे हो ना, रिटायरमेंट की तो एक हिसाब से बात कर रहे हो, पेंशन की बात कर रहे हो. तो यहां से आपका पेंशन सिस्टम स्टार्ट होता है. माइनर लेवल से आप पहले अपने बच्चे की पेंशन सिक्योर कर रहे हो, बाद में इट्स ऑन हर, देन हिन NPS 1 tier account will be opened here. Okay, so this is all about this NPS Vatsalya scheme. Again, when I go to the questions, now see the questions that were in the mind of the parents here. Age of a child, it says all children up to 18 years of age. Who will be monitoring or managing? Monitoring will be done by the guardian. Management will all be done by the guardian here, but the overall scheme is implemented by PFRD. Minimum amount is 1,000. Maximum amount, no upper limit is there. After 18 years of age, the account will be shifted from NPS Vatsalya to the NPS Tier 1 all India citizen model here. Type of investment we have discussed here: default mode, auto mode, active mode. Default, moderate, 50-50. Then we have the active mode, we have three sort of investments here: LC75, LC50, LC25. Then we have the auto mode here. 75% up to can be invested in equity, 100% in corporate debt, 100% in government securities, and 5% in the alternate diversification of assets here. This is all about this NPS Vatsalya scheme, which is a kind of an important scheme for the upcoming examination if you're going or if you're preparing for the examination. This was all from my side, but before I end this session, I have a homework question for you, because I am assuming now all of you have understood. This is how we came to know whether you have understood the scheme or not. So please solve this question and tell me who among the following can avail the benefits under the NPS Vatsalya scheme. So here is a question in front of you. Tell me what should be the answer here. NPS Vatsalya. Okay. Chaliye. So quickly tell me in the comment section what should be the answer here. And now let's talk about the homework questions from the previous year. So we have talked about Suraksha Bima Yojana, Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana. I have explained you the Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana in relation to Suraksha Bima Yojana in my previous class. ठीक है, जहां पे जीवन ज्योति बीमा योजना बहुत ज्यादा कोई बड़ी स्कीम नहीं, छोटी सी स्कीम है, हमने छोटे से टाइम में खत्म की है, और सुरक्षा बीमा योजना से क्या क्या रिलेशन है वो भी हमने वहीं पे डिस्कस कर लिया है. Now let's come to the question here. He says, consider the following persons and identify whom among the following are eligible here. Suresh has died at the age of 70 years. So he is not eligible, because I told you the benefits maximum can be given up to 55 years of age. तो उसकी गलत स्टेटमेंट गलत है, 70 तो नहीं हो सकता. Suresh has enrolled for the first time and his life starts from the date of auto debit of the premium. ये भी सही है. For the first time enrollment, date of auto debit of the premium, his life risk will be covered here. नॉर्मल केस में क्या होता है, अगर आपका 30 डेज का, आपको एक चीज और बताना चाहता हूं, आई थिंक मैंने पिछली वीडियो में नहीं बताया होगा, 30 डेज का एनरोलमेंट होता है. अगर विद इन 30 डेज यू हैव गॉट द बेनिफिट ऑफ द स्कीम, अगर विद इन 30 डेज, ठीक है जी, आपके एक्सीडेंट के कारण डेथ हो जाती है, ठीक है, नॉर्मली 30 डेज में आपका रिस्क कवरेज जो है, डेथ कवरेज नहीं आता है, बट अगर एक्सीडेंट के कारण डेथ हो जाए तो वो कवर है. अदरवाइज बाकी रिस्क आपके 30 डेज के बाद जो है वो कवर किए जाते हैं इन एवरी ईयर. दैट इज अ पॉइंट यू नीड टू रिमेंबर हियर. So that is a point to be remembered. First timer risk starts from the date of auto debit only. Then Sunita and Sumit have joint account holders, joint account in Bank of Baroda, ठीक है, and wants to avail the benefits of the JGBY. बिल्कुल सही है, because we've discussed that joint account holders can avail the benefit under the scheme here. So the answer will be option number B. That is 2 and 3 only is my right answer here. So I hope the students who have given the answer, they have got the right answer here. Okay, so this was all about our session on the NPS Vatsalya scheme, a very important scheme guys with regards to your examination. Okay, and I think हमने काफी मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ फाइनेंस की स्कीम्स कवर कर ली हैं. हाँ, दो इंपॉर्टेंट स्कीम्स रह गई हैं, PMJDY, then we're going to the sovereign gold bond scheme. Also do let me know in the comment section also with regards to which is the another ministry you want me to start after Ministry of Finance. Okay, and for the PDF, please subscribe to our Telegram channel, the link for which is given in the description below. And if you have any sort of doubt, again I would say you could share your doubts on the comment section also. Comment section में भेजिए, नहीं तो you could share your doubts with the help of email, that is at hello@edutab.co.in, or on the number you can have a call with me with regards to any query on government scheme or any strategy you want to make with regards to current affairs. Please drop us a call on this number 81462-07241. So on that note, I wish you all the best for the examination. Keep working hard, keep preparing hard. Bye.